Hello everyone, welcome to Bio with Shruti. This is me Shruti Pillai. Welcome to another session of biology for competitive exams. This is an NCERT biology session. So we will be covering NCERT Science Class 6 Chapter 2. Okay. We've already covered the first chapter, that is food, where does it come from. Today we will be covering components of food. Now if I talk about the PDF, I'll put the link in the description below, or you'll also find it in my Facebook page Bio with Shruti. Let's see the keywords of this chapter. You can also note it down. Balanced diet, berry, carbohydrates, energy, fats, minerals, nutrients, proteins, roughage, scurvy, starch, vitamins. So guys, if this is helpful, do subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for all the notification. You can also follow me in these social platforms, especially my Facebook page Bio with Shruti. Now, in the previous session, we had seen about what is food variety, and we had discussed different keywords. We also discussed what are ingredients, right? If I take the example of roti or chapati, the ingredients include atta and water. Now, atta and water contain some components, right? Some, when I'm saying some components, there are some nutrients, and these nutrients are needed by our body. There are several purposes. If I talk about some major nutrients in our food, it includes carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, and some other nutrients include dietary fibers as well as water. Now the question is, do all food contain all these nutrients? And if it does, how can we test? Okay guys, there are different tests to check whether a cooked food or its raw ingredient has which nutrient. Okay, what is a raw ingredient? Raw material means its initial form. When you are making a dish or food, its initial form, okay, that is raw material. So what amount of nutrient does it contain? So there are different tests. If I talk about that test to detect whether the food contains carbohydrate, proteins and fats, it's comparatively much simpler, when you compare to the test for other proteins like minerals and vitamins. Now, main carbohydrates, guys, always remember carbohydrate is a major source of energy. Always our body takes energy through carbohydrate. So these are main source of energy or major source of energy. So main carbohydrate found in our food include starch and sugar. Complex carbohydrates are broken down into simple starch and sugar. If I talk about test for starch, we take a food item or a raw ingredient and then we add 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution. The term dilute is used when you dilute it, means when you dissolve it with water or other solvent. Okay, so the concentration of that solution decreases. So you make 2 to 3, you add in 2 to 3 drops of dilute iodine solution. Always remember iodine, whenever I am saying iodine, it is always associated with test for starch. Okay, so for example, if I take rice or potato and I add dilute iodine solution, I should see a blue-black color. If it does, it contains starch. Now, what are the requirements for this test? As I told you, we need dilute solution of iodine. That is, to make this dilute solution, we need tincture iodine plus water. Guys, tincture iodine is weak iodine. Okay, that is when you add iodine with water and other solvents and make it dilute. So, weak iodine solution. Let's talk about the test for proteins. Now, when it comes to test for proteins, it's not like carbohydrates. In carbohydrate, we took the food item or raw material. Here you have to grind or mash. You cannot take the food item directly. You have to grind or you have to mash a small quantity of food item, and then you have to add 10 drops of water. Then constantly shake the test tube. After that, add 2 drops of solution of copper sulfate, CuSO4, then 10 drops of solution of caustic soda. Caustic soda is sodium hydroxide. You need to know such name also. Okay, what is caustic soda? It is sodium hydroxide. What is common salt? It is sodium chloride. These type of questions are also asked. Then again you have to shake well. Then allow the test tube to stand for few minutes, and the result is you see violet color. So if you see violet color, means there is protein. For example, if you take boiled egg, okay, boiled egg, that is white portion of boiled egg, you will find that this test will show violet color, so which means it shows proteins. What are the requirements you for this test to be done? You need copper sulfate solution and caustic soda. For copper sulfate, you have to add 2 gram of copper sulfate in 100 ml water. Okay, that is, you have to dilute it. And for caustic soda solution, you have to take 10 gram of caustic soda, that is sodium hydroxide, in 100 ml water. Okay, now test for fats. This is very easy, no chemicals are required. We take a small quantity of food item, wrap it in a piece of paper, then crush it. Do you find any oily patch? If yes, then it contains fats. You'll see this in groundnut. Now, why do we need all these nutrients? So let's know that. See, if I talk about carbohydrate, I told you it's a major source of energy. Whereas if I talk about fats, it is a rich source of energy. Guys, there's a difference. Both carbohydrates and fats are energy rich sources. But when it comes to carbohydrates, for example, if I say, per gram of food contains around 4 kilocalorie. Okay, kilocalorie is the unit of energy. Whenever I want to say this nutrient gives me this energy, for example, rice gives me carbohydrate, so it gives me this energy. So energy is always represented in kcal, that is kilocalorie. So carbohydrates have how much energy? 4 kilocalorie, whereas fats has 9 kilocalorie. Per gram of food item contains 9 kilocalorie of fat. So 4 and 9, obviously fat is a rich source of energy, but still our body always utilizes energy through carbohydrate. So that's why carbohydrates are major source of energy. Okay, but when it comes to amount, always remember fats have more energy compared to carbohydrates. Fats have 9 kilocalorie, okay, of energy per gram of food, whereas carbohydrates have 4 kilocalorie per gram of food. Always remember this. Now, that's why these fats and carbohydrates are tagged as energy giving foods. They are rich in energy. For example, if I talk about fats, nuts, groundnut, till, all these are fats which are provided from plant sources. Meat, egg, fish are the products that give fats from animal sources. And if I talk about carbohydrates, sweet potato, sugarcane, rice, wheat, all these are rich source of carbohydrates. That's why during fast we consume sweet potato, right? Many of them consume sweet potato. Now talking about proteins, it helps in growth and repair of our body, muscles and all developing. So it is bodybuilding foods, right? Many people who go to gym and all, bodybuilders, they consume proteins. I'm just giving an example. So gram moong peas, these are the protein rich sources, okay, that are produced from plants. And meat, fish, eggs, these are animal products which are rich in proteins. Talking about vitamins, it protects our body against several diseases, like it protects the eyes, bones, teeth, gums. So there are many vitamins. Some vitamins protect eyes, some protect bones. So which of the vitamin does this following? That we will be seeing further. So there are different kind of vitamins known by different names. Guys, I have covered a separate MCQ session about diseases. There are several parts, human diseases, okay. In those lectures, I have covered vitamins, diseases, important questions from previous year papers. I would highly recommend you to watch that session because it has good questions. I mean, that content is really good. So it will be very much helpful to you. So I'll put the link in the description. After this session, I would recommend you to watch that session, okay. It might help you to solve MCQs. So, and you will also get an idea that what kind of questions are asked in the exam. So do check it, guys. Now talking about the vitamins, some vitamins include vitamin A, C, D, E, K. Okay, there is also a group of vitamins called as vitamin B complex. Why complex? Because there are group of vitamins, not just one or two, so complex. Now talking about vitamin A, why it is important? Because it makes the skin and eyes healthy. Why vitamin C? It helps to fight against many diseases, especially gum related diseases. Vitamin D, it is important for calcium when it comes to bones and tooth. Now let's talk about the sources. Vitamin A, papaya, carrot, mango, rich source of vitamin A. Rice, wheat, liver of chicken, for example, these are rich sources of vitamin B. Guava, orange, tomato, amla, lemon, green chili. Mostly everyone knows lemon, amla, orange and all. Citric acid, right? Lemon, orange, these are citric acid. They are rich in vitamin C. And even green chili, guava, these are also rich in vitamin C. Fish, again liver of chicken, for example, egg, these are rich in vitamin D. There is another free source which is rich in vitamin D, that is sunlight. Okay, so if there is insufficient exposure to sunlight, there are chances that we can get vitamin D deficiency. Talking about minerals, vitamins are done. Talking about minerals, guys, minerals are needed by our body but in small amount. And if I talk about any raw material, okay, there is one particular content which is always rich in that raw material. For example, if I take rice is rich in carbohydrate. So if I'll do the test for starch, that is iodine test, it will show blue black color. Okay, it will test positive for carbohydrate. So such foods are tagged as carbohydrate rich. So like that, there are several other raw materials. If I talk about some important minerals like iodine and phosphorus, ginger, fish, shrimp, then there are other seafoods, salt, all these are rich sources of iodine. So you have to remember these examples. And iodine is required by the body, guys. What is shrimp? Shrimp is jhinga. Jhinga we say in Hindi. Phosphorus, milk, banana, green chili, beans, these are important source of phosphorus. Now this is a question for you. Can you name a molecule which has phosphorus in its structure? Okay, I'm repeating again. Can you name a molecule which has phosphorus in its structure? Okay, talking about other nutrients, iron, calcium. So iron, apple, spinach, pear, liver, all this is rich in iron. See, spinach, especially mom must always force you to eat spinach, telling that it is rich in iron. Calcium, it is rich in milk, egg. So I hope you found this lecture easy, guys. If this was helpful, do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for all the notification. Also do share it with all your friends, guys, who really need this lecture.